I am Sergeant Daquana Harris, and I will be going over your separations and retirement brief presented by the IPAC Outbound branch. We'll be going over the types of separations, end of active service, administrative separation, medical separations, retirement, on-island separation, and appellate leave. For your end of active service, you'll need the required documents: your transfer data sheet, your Whiskey 95 web orders, TAMPs and TAPs, DD Form 2648, and memorandum for the record, your final physical. Additional documentation: terminal leave if in excess of 60 days, expedite letter, DD 884 form for dependent transportation, used only when the member is requesting travel for dependents, must be typed. For an administrative separation, what you'll need: the commanding officer's endorsement from the CO to the CG, the commanding general's endorsement from the CG to Headquarters Marine Corps, initial notification letter from the CO to the member, as well as the page 11. The page 11 must contain the reenlistment code as well as the separations code approved by the CG. For medical separations, we'll need your medical findings. For Marines retiring, we will need your Appendix J, which is the initial request for retirement. Must be brought into the IPAC no more than 4 months to 14 months prior. Survival Benefit Plan, DD Form 2656. The Survival Benefit Plan, page 11, as well as the Marine Net Certificate for SBP. If applicable, alternate separation site approval requested through AA Form to CMC and excess leave over 60 days. A member requesting to retire back in the States or on island must submit an Appendix J to IPAC. 4 to 6 weeks will be your approval time to come back from Headquarters Marine Corps. IPAC will notify the member once approved or disapproved via email or telephone. Once request is approved, will require all documentation to be brought in to process. Officers will retire on the first day of the month. Enlisted Marines will retire on the last day of the month unless they have more than 30 years of active service. Then they will retire on the first of every month. If you're requesting an on-island separation, we'll need the approval from the commanding general, your Whiskey 95 web orders, and alternate SEP site approval from Headquarters Marine Corps. Also, if applicable, excess leave of 60 days approval from Headquarters Marine Corps. Marine requesting to separate on island are required to bring in all documentation to IPAC no later than 30 days prior to the EAS. Once separation clerks has the package, they will sit down with all the documentation and go over it with the member. At that time, we'll process your DD-214, 11060, and checkout process at that time. For Marine is being voluntary or involuntary separated, for voluntary appellate leave, we will need the appellate leave request, Privacy Act from the Marine, appellate leave right statement, commanding general approval, pretrial agreement, results of trial, as well as the member's checkout sheet. For involuntary appellate leave, we'll need the pretrial agreement, results of trial, convening authorities action, and the page 13. All Marines requesting appellate leave, whether voluntary or involuntary, will have all unit diary entry reported current and correct. This includes making sure the Marine has no NJPs or court-martials ran within 3270. S&M will be in a full duty status 1. Member will be brought from confinement if it pertains to that situation. This also applies to administrative separation cases as well. The point of contact for this matter will be Chief Warrant Officer Timothy J. Snyder, DSN 645-8173, Separations and Retirement Branch, OIC. Chief Warrant Officer Jimmy Romero, DSN 645-8172, Separations and Retirement Branch, AOIC. Master Sergeant Bryce M. Forsblad, DSN 645-6702, Separations and Retirement Branch, Staff NCOIC. Sergeant Daquana J. Harris, DSN 645-7459, Separations and Retirements, NCOIC. Lance Corporal Danielle V. Salisbury, DSN 645-7459, Retirement and On-Island Separations Clerk. Lance Corporal Logan M. Dooley, 645-7459, Separations Unit Diary Clerk. PFC James E. Belton, DSN 645-7459, Separations and ADSEP Clerk. If you have any further questions regarding the separations or outbound process, please contact the IPAC Outbound branch. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.